It could be the last stand for those who brave the freezing winter and remain at the Oceti-Sakowin camp. Earlier this month, the Army Corps of Engineers issued an evacuation order for February 22nd. The campgrounds sits on a floodplain, and the authorities insist the possibility of camp flooding could be dangerous for Oceti residents and the Cannonball River. However, on Wednesday, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum announced the initial evacuation order slated for the 22nd is no longer an option, and authorities will move in sooner. During the announcement, police officers set up roadblocks on the 1806 highway in clear view of the camp, setting panic throughout Oceti-Sakowin.
This is definitely a message of intimidation. Right on the other side of this hill are snowmobiles all lined up as well. And if you look on the sacred site on Turtle Island, they're there as well. So this is definitely a form of intimidation, like we're going to come in no matter what. We're going to raid.
Despite the possibility of police raiding the camp and flooding, many are determined to stay.
We don't just go home and give up and throw in the towel because of, you know, paperwork. We still have every right to stand here in this treaty territory to protect these sacred grounds and to protect the water.
The Native-led movement against the pipeline also includes the fights for Native lands guaranteed to the Sioux tribes in the 1868 Fort Laramie Treaty. That land includes sacred burial grounds and spiritual sites such as the Black Hills in South Dakota. Oceti-Sakowin is on Native lands according to the treaty.
It's beautiful what we're doing right here. We're already occupying rightfully owned Native land.
The following day, officials from the governor's office and the Army Corps of Engineers met with residents of Oceti-Sakowin outside one of the main gates.
The goal is that we work together to clean the camp and that everyone peacefully leaves the area and goes someplace safe.
It doesn't matter what you call it, but people need to be prepared for it. Because there are women and children here, and we need to know the nature of your response. What sort of brutality is that going to include? Because we've seen it. Everybody on the ground here has seen it. So we need a date.
The Army Corps of Engineers, after the 22nd, has the authority to request assistance to remove people for trespassing. We can't take anyone in and take them to prison in the Army Corps. All we can do is issue citations. And with those citations, it'll tell you there's a fine up to $5,000 and there's up to 6 months imprisonment.
We are not here to hear orders. We were here to have a discussion about whether or not we were willing to allow you to come in.
I don't think we should allow them. There's been a lot of traffic over the last couple of days. A lot of people coming in claiming they are you guys. Okay, a lot of movement. People acting funny at the gates. All right. We can clean this camp up on our own. With the help of all three camps, we can clean this camp up. But you got to get rid of the 22nd date. It's got to go. It's got to go.
Once occupied by thousands of people, Oceti-Sakowin camp has downsized to a few hundred. Daily efforts to clean up and move have increased since the Army Corps of Engineers announced camps will be cleared by next Wednesday. Most campers describe concerted efforts by Morton County and the tribal police to intimidate the remaining campers.
It's literally life and death. They can come at any time. They come and they harass you, the snowmobiles, the snipers.
It's a war zone. It's crazy how they're just right there, right behind us, right behind that hill. The freaking planes in the air. What I tell people is don't be scared, you know? If you'll feel it in your spirit if you have to leave. If something's really speaking out to you to where you have to leave, then do what you have to do. But I know people who's gonna stand by my side.
Although tensions remain high, the sounds of sacred songs and drums fill the air at night. Calls on the camp radio requested Oceti's residents to stay in prayer, reminding all those who have chosen to stay that they will not back down. Jehan Huffis reporting from the Oceti-Sakowin camp in Standing Rock, North Dakota.